To get started with Aws Amplify Lambda functions, first understand what Aws Lambda is. It is a serverless compute service that runs your code in response to events, without provisioning or managing servers. Aws Amplify is a development platform that helps you build, deploy and manage scalable mobile and web applications. It provides a set of tools and services to simplify the process of building cloud-connected applications. To create an Aws Amplify Lambda function, you need to have an AWS account and the Aws Amplify CLI installed on your machine. First, initialize a new Aws Amplify project by running the command amplify init in your terminal. This will create a new directory with the basic structure for an Amplify project. Next, create a new Lambda function by running the command amplify add function. This will prompt you to choose the runtime and authorization type for your function. Choose the language you want to use for your Lambda function, such as Node, JS or Python, and then choose the authorization type, such as API key or AWS IAM role. Once you have created your Lambda function, you can deploy it to AWS by running the command amplify push. This will create the necessary resources in your Aws account, including the Lambda function and any associated API gateway or other resources. To test your Lambda function, you can use the AWS CLI or the AWS Management Console. You can also use the amplify invoke command to test your function locally. Best practices for using Aws Amplify Lambda functions include monitoring your functions for performance and errors, using security best practices such as encryption and access controls, and optimizing your functions for cost and performance. In terms of key concepts, it is essential to understand the difference between serverless and traditional server-based applications, as well as the benefits and trade-offs of using Aws Lambda and Aws Amplify. By following these steps and best practices, you can create and deploy scalable and secure Lambda functions using Aws Amplify, and take advantage of the benefits of serverless computing.